Welcome to another episode of Shipper War.
Shipper War. When ship happens, I'm there.
First news is coming out of the romantic comedy Ted starring Mila Knuis and Mark Wahlberg. The news is that a bunch of behind-the-scenes photos have came out from the set of the movie. I believe these are photos that weren't supposed to be out, but I guess a paparazzi person saw that they were filming somewhere, I think in Boston, Massachusetts, and they ended up taking these pictures of their characters during a scene of them getting married. Also, on-set photos, behind-the-scenes photos have came out for American Reunion, known as American Pie 4. Just photos of the actors interacting with each other. Also, a bunch of still images and posters, new posters for the movie Crazy Stupid Love have also been released. Moviehole.net has a list of the top 10 movies they believe is going to replace Twilight. So basically, they're trying to state that more movies are going to come out based off books. They're going to be made that have the very same theme to Twilight in a sense. Some are vampire books, and others are not really vampire books, but it's the same fantasy type theme, which also has humans in it, and then, of course, a love story. So basically, the whole concept of Twilight minus the vampires is still going to live on, just in other series that are going to come up. And this is great because, again, another series for the female demographic is always good because there's too many male series for the male demographic and not enough series for the female demographics. So this is good news, in my opinion anyways. The Shipperness movies to come out this week, there's only two, and of course that's Transformers, Dark of the Moon. It's projected to come in at number 1 with $97 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. I haven't seen this movie because pretty much everybody told me if I actually went to see this movie, knowing that I did not like the second one a lot. I really didn't like the second one. I loved the first one. The second one was complete crap for me, and I hated myself for even sitting through that film. That I will most likely do something like this to myself during the film, so I ended up completely just not seeing it. And the second movie to come out is Larry Crown, which is projected to come in at number 4 with $13 million, which I don't think is very good for this film. I did review the movie, I did watch it, so check out my review here, and yeah. And the first TV news, and the only TV news, and the last news in general, is coming out of the Titanic miniseries. They're actually going to do a Titanic miniseries, which is going to be based on the Titanic, the boat, and it's going to focus on all the passengers in the boat. And all the big stories in this miniseries are going to be romance and mysterious stories. So it's going to be like a thriller with romance in it or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But it might be interesting. I don't know how I feel about this miniseries. What do you guys think? So that is all for this episode of Ship War. Goodbye and until next time.